missed that.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Perry Municipal Authority. It is July 3rd, 2017. Roll call, please.
Kolar. Gilbreth. Franklin.
Here.
Marshall.
Here.
Ahern.
Here.
Seabold. Here. Morrell.
Here.
Stroller.
Here.
Johnson.
Here. I do declare a quorum. Councilman Ahern's going to provide our invocation this evening.
Thank you. If you guys will just join me in prayer. Father, we do thank you so much for just this beautiful weather. We thank you for this community that you have placed us in. I want to pray special blessings over our new city manager, Larry Pennell, and we just want to pray blessings over the work that he's about to do and the connections and relationships he's going to build in this community. We pray, Father, that this is a great step to continue to transform this community for your love and for the blessings of the people that live here. I just ask blessings over this meeting tonight, that the decisions that we have in front of us, that we can have good, honest discussion and disagreement, but ultimately that we come together and support one another, and we put you first and glorify you in everything that we do. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Item number 1 is the consent agenda. Items A and B. Do I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve. Second.
Roll call, Dixie.
Franklin.
Here.
Marshall.
Yes. Yes.
Ahern.
Yes. We know
you're
Seabold.
here.
Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. We'll move down to item 4, comments from those assembled concerning PMA. Any comments? Comments from those assembled? Seeing none, we'll move to item 5, proclamation, commendation reports, and inquiries by the governing body. Staff, council? Seeing none, we'll move on to item 6, presentation by Tom Ryder, Executive Director of Municipal Electric System of Oklahoma. He's got a plaque.
I do have a plaque, and thank you first for allowing me to come up and present this. And what's really impressive for me is the fact that this is the second year in a row I get to come up here and do this. So congratulations, first and foremost, to you for hiring a really good staff, and congratulations to you and everyone else who's in the electric department. But this is the MISO Charlie Bridgette Award, and it's based for reliability. To qualify to be considered for this award, your reliability for the previous year has to be at 99.99% or higher.
Wow.
Okay? Perry's reliability last year was 99.9947. 53 ten-thousandths of a point off of perfection. What that means basically is that if you had an outage, if your citizens experienced an outage, it was for minutes. And it was an outage here, it was an outage there, it wasn't a huge outage. So congratulations to Brian and his crews for doing an exceptional job on maintaining the system. The other thing that goes along with this, and it's an honorable mention in this aspect, is their safety record for 2016. During 2016, they had one reportable incident with no lost time out of 7,000 work hours. And if you know anything about the electric industry, especially line work, it is a dangerous field. You have to do it correctly, you have to do it right, and so we are very, very pleased to recognize Brian again in this department, which I wish was here.
Get up there,
But,
Brian.
So.
Where do you want it? You're about to lose stuff.
Okay.
I'll take this. You want me to hold this up as well? I'll go this way.
Well, that's mine. Now, tilt that forward when you talk.
Everybody's running.
I wasn't there.
They don't know that I can just wipe them out of there.
Thank you, Don.
Congratulations. Again, on having an
Thank you,
excellent
sir.
department.
All right. Brian, thank you.
Yes.
All your fellows, thank you.
That's cool. Thank you, Brian. Any new business to be brought before Perry Municipal Authority this evening? Any new business?
Motion to adjourn, Mayor.
Have a motion to second. Roll call, Dixie.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. I now call to order the regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Perry, July 3rd, 2017. Roll call, please.
Coldiron, Gilbreath, Franklin,
Here.
Marshall,
Here.
Ahern.
Here.
Siegel. Here. Morrell.
Here.
Stroller.
Here.
Johnson.
Here. Item 1, I do declare a quorum, by the way. Item 1 of the agenda is the consent agenda. It has items A through F. Any of those you'd like to discuss in further detail, please make a motion. A motion to, as presented.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Franklin,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Ahern,
Yes.
Siegel. Yes. Morrell,
Yes.
Stroller,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. We'll move on to comments from those assembled. Anyone have comments concerning the agenda this evening? Yes.
I'm never sure if it's supposed to be the one before
You're okay.
or this one. I know y'all are probably tired of me coming up here and talking, but I thought that I would take tonight to show appreciation for everyone that was involved with the 3-day Ron Drake consultation. And I really appreciated any comments, any what was said to me during, after, and attendance. And so I really think that it could be a huge catalyst for things that could happen in our downtown. And so I just want to show my appreciation, and even specifically for the mayor for he spent a lot of time with us and was definitely a driving force. Brian got caught off guard a couple of times and was always very helpful and went out of his way a lot. And so I just want to say that I appreciate that.
We thank you for putting it together. Item 5, proclamations, commendations, reports, and inquiries by the governing body. I just wanted to report one item, and I gave you a number of things this evening, but this little certificate, I might add, suitable for framing, was given to the hospital and its clinic for rural health clinic status. Gloria, I included that in that little packet that you have with the letter. This is granted to hospitals that are considered rural providers, and it provides for funding that's not otherwise available to rural hospitals through their clinics. So I just wanted to point that out and say thanks to the people who put this application together, and thanks to CMS for approving it. Item 6, if there's not anyone else has any comments. Item 6, city manager's report. We're going to allow our former city manager to get up and speak to us this evening and report on his last few weeks or months of work. Mr. Payne.
City manager remarks. Was that my introduction? I'm sorry. Yes, I do have a few items here on my list. As you will recall, we recently hired Tyler Kilmer as our new ball field manager. And due to changes in his family situation, he has turned in his resignation. So we're again looking for a ball field manager. And I understand that that's being done. And we had an evening dinner and fellowship at our house last week to invite Larry Bunnell and his wife Claudia. We had the department heads and City Hall employees there for a casual get-together and introduction and get to know each other, and had some food. So it all went really well. CMW donated some desks and some chairs, and they were old for them, but much better than some that we had. So we've purged some uncomfortable chairs and put in some nice ergonomic chairs that they had replaced in some conference rooms, and that's very much appreciated. And actually, only one desk has been moved in, and put it in the city manager's office. It has storage in it, something we haven't had.
It's a nice desk.
It had room for piles, but now he's got room for hanging files instead of piles. It's very nice. The other two desks, I believe, will be used later, and one of them is huge. I volunteered to cut that down, so we'll probably be taking that apart and making a small desk because we have no place for this large one, but the price was right, so we took it. Perry Casino plans will be going to Planning Commission. Well, let's see, that's tonight, isn't it?
The
So-
casino's the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay, the casino's the 17th, and it's Brahms that's on tonight's agenda, I'm sorry. The casino will be adding to their parking lot and a small building in that area for management purposes, and that'll be coming up soon. And just to remind everyone here and at home, yes, we are very aware of the inverted speed bump that has appeared on the new bridge on 15th Street. And as soon as it has got through with its settling program, the contractor will come back, mill that out, and fill that in. And hopefully that will be smooth as it was supposed to be. And we sent a resolution expressing our support and enthusiasm for Amtrak services traveling through Perry. And we sent that to the Amtrak representatives, state legislators, and U.S. congressmen to solicit their support for getting the passenger service through Perry. We've had meetings and phone conversations with people involved in the replacement of the Walmart tax revenue. And we don't have anything just yet ready for publication, but I think we have some good prospects, and I believe that has the possibility of turning out very well for Perry. You may have noticed MKEC trucks along Fur. They are doing the survey work for the new sidewalk. Yay. That's been a long time coming, and for those that don't know, it'll extend from the intersection of 8th and Fur, continue west along the south side of Fur Avenue out to the second Brahms entrance. And if money provides, if they don't run into a problem with funding, there will be an offshoot along 15th Street that goes behind the Armory over to the skate park and swimming pool area. That was to be another project, but it, at this point, has been included in this project. And I noticed the survey truck clear down at the bridge on East Fur and wondered what that was all about. Gordon assures me that there is a benchmark down there that they have to reference from, and it was still survey work pertaining to the sidewalk on the west side of town. Work will soon begin on the repair and replacement of the sections of Ivanhoe and 8th Street. They're scheduled to begin on the 10th. And then Ivanhoe from 6th to 7th will be completely rebuilt. And as you recall, we just recently completed the 6th Street to 2nd Street portion of Ivanhoe. And this will go the other direction, 6th to 7th. And there are some drainage issues in that area, so it'll be a little more detailed, a little more complicated than just an overlay, but I believe that will all be a much needed improvement. And then 8th Street from Birch to Elm will be rebuilt, and that'll connect to the section of 8th that went from Elm to Fur that we did not too long back. And they're doing evaluation and survey work in preparation for your approval on some future work. And so I believe Larry will be bringing something to you later on that for your guidance and decision. So, I would say the last 8 months have been challenging, it's been fun, and I hope some good things have come from it, been accomplished, and I will willingly pass the official blue ballpoint pen to Larry Pennell. So, drum roll, please. What?
Let me get a picture of it.
Oh, get a picture
I've
of that.
never,
Passing of the pen.
Yeah, let's pass
I've
it.
never seen a passing of the.
There you go.
There's a lot of things you've never seen till David Payne's been around.
This is my first pen passing.
Turn this way just a little bit, and I'll be a little closer, okay. There you go, look this way.
Is that a city pen?
Yes, it is.
I'll get
That's
one
real
of his
pretty,
first
isn't it?
file. Well, smile again, Mr. Connell. Thank you.
I've worn out 2 of them, that's the 3rd, and they were all provided to me by the city, so I'm not keeping it, I'm passing it along.
Before you get too far away, on behalf of this council and the other members here, we want to say thank you very, very much.
Well, you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
I think he deserves a certificate suitable for Frank.
He does.
I will still be involved in the area of planning, so I'm
He's not getting away.
not getting there.
Oh, and I might, Claudia, please stand, please.
Yes.
Larry's better half.
Yes.
Claudia.
Thank you, Mayor.
You. Rick, thank you for sending us a resume. That concludes our city manager's remarks, unless our new city manager has some remarks.
Pleasure to be here. We're looking forward to good things here in Terry. Very excited about it. Claudia and I are both excited about it. The new challenges and the new chapter we have in our lives. So thank you for the opportunity to serve everyone.
Item 7, consider approval of lump sum payment to OMRF pension from Michael Stillwell. He is retiring and wants his retirement in one check. So,
Motion to approve.
Second.
thank you. Roll call, please.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 8, consider approval lump sum payment for OMRF pension for Linda Branson.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold. Yes. Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, council. Item 9, receive recommendation from Perry Planning Commission on the application of Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores for site plan review for the new store 176 to be located 2612 Fur Street, Perry, Oklahoma. Consider recommendation and take action on the site plan. Do I have any comments or discussion needed?
What's the recommendation from the
To approve the site plan.
planning commission? Does they have anything to say? I mean,
Everything is per David's report, and looks like it's going to be a good construction site. Everything's up to date and on board.
well,
I might add, if you look at the site plan and look at the plans themselves, I got real excited about it, and they told me what the real meaning was. But it says Brahms, new store 176 XL.
Extra large?
No, that's just their numbering system, I mean.
But it is one of their larger.
Yes, it is their largest model. It's coming through. Yes.
Pretty
That
exciting.
might change the distance to the second driveway of Brahms when they.
It'll be a few feet extra, yes.
So, I need you to, you've received the recommendation, I need you to discuss and approve the site plan as presented.
Make a motion to approve the recommendation.
Second.
Roll call, next.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, council.
Do we need to do that something different? It says approve recommendation and after discussion approve the site plan.
Yeah, you just did that.
Item 10, consider approval of ordinance number 2017-22 of the City Council of the City of Perry, Oklahoma, amending Chapter 17 entitled Utilities of the City of Perry Municipal Code 2015 by the addition of a new section 17-219 entitled Temporary Utility Turn-On, Turn-Off Service Fee, providing for a fee for temporary service request in certain circumstances, providing for repealer, savings, codification, severability, and declaring an emergency. When agents are showing properties for sale or other things like that, they need the electricity turned on for lights. And we have no real provision for that, just doing them a favor or charging them the regular fee to hook it back up. So this is to provide a 30-minute, go
3
look at
hours.
it, turn it off. So
3 hours.
Anyway, you get your very time limited in what you do. $10.
Is this a problem? I mean, City Hall, I mean, do we have that happen?
It happens quite often, and this will be a huge time saver for us because otherwise we have to make them fill out all the paperwork, put up a deposit, go through all, set them up in the computer, and then go through it all again and shut it back off. And it's really just for a short-term thing. This would be saving a lot of paperwork. on
Plus,
that
this
end of
saves
it.
the money.
And this saves them.
Yeah, I just didn't
money.
realize that we had that many
I mean,
people, or that many properties we were
It
trying to
happens.
sell that had the utilities turned off on it.
It happens a lot. Sometimes it's for inspections, like they need to get an inspection for the buyer or something.
Is 3 hours sufficient enough time?
It usually is only like 30 minutes or something, but we just thought we should put a max on there.
And there is a notification time that goes along with that also. In other words, they can't just come in and say, hey, we need it turned off right now.
No, well, if they come in and say they're done, we can go ahead and turn it off earlier, but it would just.
But as far as turning on, is there coordination with the electric department prior to any kind of lead time at all?
It would only be when they come in and want it turned on. We might not have somebody available right that minute, you know, it might take us, depending on where our people are, you know.
Depends on the award
But-
winner.
Well, we're
But
99.9%
it
reliable.
should be quickly.
Yeah.
We should be able to get something done within.
Bryson, I'm sorry I asked the question.
No, it's a good question.
Isn't that
No, it
done
is.
by a meter reader?
Usually it is done by a meter reader.
Okay, so it doesn't require them to come down and somebody on
Not
the.
a
Not
typical
usually.
place doesn't, but, you know, unless it's a special circumstance. And if the meter reader's out reading meters, sometimes it's a little bit longer till they get to it, but.
We happen to have a realtor here who wants to make a comment, Betty.
Most inspections take an hour or more. So, and if you're waiting for the inspector to come, putting it 3 hours, I mean, you know how it is when you're expecting somebody to show up, they may not or may not. I think 3 hours is kind of generally when I do it, I call a day ahead to make sure that we can get in and then just tell them that we're gonna be there that day. So I don't know.
So are you
If
saying 3 hours is not enough?
I'm not sure that 3 hours is gonna work for everybody.
Are you saying that we ought to have a lead time there where you have to contact 24 hours before?
That would be good. That would be good.
Would that be
And then-
helpful?
But I think also what she's saying, Jim, is a lot
I
of
don't-
times inspections will run more than 3 hours even if they show up on time.
Right.
They may be real thorough.
If you could have it like the day ahead, let them know the day ahead and have it from like 10 to 4, that would give them time to come back and shut it off or something like that.
I don't want to bog this down with bureaucracy.
Just make
Which
it,
is
just make it 8
how I
hours.
feel right at
You know,
this
I
point
mean,
in
we
time.
can- Well, don't
So-
make it 8 hours because the meter reader works 7 to 4.
So 6 hours?
Yeah, this
6 hours is, yeah, because
Yeah,
we're
something
gonna
like
get
that,
into
that we would
a
know
problem.
a time that we have to be there, you know? That
Well, we can
you'll have
handle
to
that
be off.
administratively.
Yeah,
Th-
we can-
This authorizes the fee, but if you want to increase the hours, make that a part of your motion.
Well, if you're gonna handle it administratively, then do we need it in the ordinance?
Well, you need to change the ordinance if you want the time to be greater than 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will handle, I mean, you guys coordinate that
Right.
with the realtor.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it lie. I'm fine with the
Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 2017-22 and amend the time to 6 hours. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second.
Okay.
Cool.
Roll call, please.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Item 11, consider, oh, yeah, we do have
Motion for
emergency
emergency.
clause.
So, yeah, you got it.
We have a
Second.
motion. Second. Okay. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Item 11, consider approval of collective bargaining agreement with the IAFF Local 4242 for FY 2017-2018.
This contract is what, in a copy that's been handed out. It's precisely what you approved last year, with only a change of dates. There's one additional phrase in it which allows them to upsize their health insurance, because as we discussed, I believe at the last meeting, if you wanted to pay additional and get the better coverage, you could do that. So that's really the only change. There's no change in compensation. There's no change in rank or wage pay or the like. And this would continue for 1 year until June 30th, 2018.
Do you have a motion? Or discussion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and second to approve.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold. Yes. Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 12, consider approval of matters pertaining to the rehabilitation of the parallel taxiway at Perry Municipal Airport. This is in sections A, B, and C. They need to be voted on separately. We'll take up A first. Approve change order with Evans and Associates providing for a deduction in the amount of $14,800.20 on the rehabilitation of parallel taxiway project at Perry Municipal Airport, lowering the contract price from $265,753.02 to $250,952.82.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. B, approval of payment number 2 with Evans and Associates for work completed providing on rehabilitation of the parallel taxiway project at Perry Municipal Airport and the amount of $12,547.64, pardon me, final payment and acceptance of the work and initiation of a 1-year maintenance bond.
I move to approve.
Second.
Any comments or questions? Bill?
David, was this the rehabilitation on the taxiway where they talked about they were going to add a strip to the corner for the jet to turn down at the south end? Was that part of this project? You remember?
They haven't done that yet. I think this is just finishing up on the taxiway.
The taxiway itself?
Yes.
Okay. I remember we talked about that. I didn't know if that was part of this
Yeah,
project.
that one is still coming up, and I
Okay.
don't believe we have anything
No.
working on that just
All
yet.
right, thank you. That's it, Mayor.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Just for information, because I think this will come up at the next meeting, just for y'all's information. This says payment number 2, you have not yet approved payment number one. Somehow they got crosswise. And I called, when we were doing this agenda, I called and called, and I couldn't get the guy to call me back. Well, he was out for a couple of days. When he called me back, it was already Friday and the packets were already done. And so I had to go on without putting payment number one in here. He emailed it to me. I now have it, but it was too late to make this agenda. So you'll actually see payment number one come on the next agenda. So when you see payment number one, that's the reason for it.
Don't go nuts.
I couldn't get it here quick enough, so.
Everybody understand? Any further comments? We have a motion.
And so actually, the 1-year maintenance bond won't begin until after we approve payment number one. So just approve this payment and leave it at that.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. I'm writing myself a note on that payment. Okay. C, approval of payment to CEC Corporation for inspection services related to the rehabilitation, I can't get that out right, rehabilitation of parallel taxiway project, Perry Municipal Airport, an amount of $2,900.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Questions? Comment? Roll call. please.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 13, any new business to be brought before the council this evening? Any new business?
I don't have, it's not really new business, but we have approved, and we have approval on our grant for the Camp Tandaco project.
We got the grants.
We got the grant,
It was the number one grant.
the number one grant in the state.
That comes
Mike
under,
can probably
that comes
speak
under
more.
item 5, Jim.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
But thank you, and that is quite exciting. That's a $300,000 grant.
I'm glad it was you he was talking to.
Works for me.
Any further? Thank you. Item 14, consider convening into executive session for the purpose of the following. Number 1, conferring on a matter pertaining to economic development of the city of Perry and to discuss economic development proposal with certain nursing homes, including a local nursing home, as related to the upper payment limit and resolute monies that can, among other uses, be used to support the city's municipal hospital trust authority and such local and other nursing homes, and a certain and proposed entice real business to the Walmart site. We're gonna call that Perry Plaza.
Okay.
We don't do that anymore. The Perry Plaza site, which proposals will create and retain jobs, payroll, and increase and/or continue tax collections in the city and its surrounding environs. As such disclosure will interfere with the development and implementation of proposals and discussion and remarketing efforts pursuant to 25 OS 307 C10.
Motion to convene into the executive session.
Second.
We have a second? Comments? Roll call.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Rehabilitation is heading right ahead.
Like the Grants, they didn't do it, seen that, like.
Okay, we need a motion to reconvene.
Motion to reconvene, please.
Second.
Any action deemed necessary pursuant to?
We gotta vote on it first.
Oh, I don't want
Franklin.
Franklin?
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
to. Yes. Any action deemed necessary pursuant to executive session?
Motion
Seeing none,
adjourned.
we have a motion to adjourn, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Roll call.
Franklin.
Yes.
Marshall.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.